Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, good evening, tennis fans. It's a bit of a weird one, this. I didn't think we were doing a podcast today, JG, but it just suddenly cropped up that some country just won the Davis Cup. And that country is, do we call them Russia these days? That's another thing I wanted to ask you as well. I don't know. Let's call them Russia for this podcast. But Russia have won the Davis Cup and they have beaten Croatia in the final. And, well, doing it over there in Madrid, where Medvedev's been causing quite the stir amongst the supporters, hasn't he, JG?
I'd like to clarify, it's actually the Russian Tennis Federation who won this event then.
Yeah.
But we'll
Apologies.
And yeah, we both talked about it yesterday when we were saying, or yesterday, the day before, when we gave our predictions, and we both said Russia because it's boring, it's predictable, and I didn't really see a way they would lose this one. They just seem a lot stronger than the rest. They've got a serious team. And I'm talking about, like, obviously you've got the main two guys of Rublev and Medvedev. Yeah. But then if you go to sort of the back benches with Khachanov and Karatsev sitting there, it's not bad. And it's just not fair, is it? Like, Karatsev and Khachanov, they would probably do quite well on their own regard in an event like this. And would trouble a few. Maybe could get, say, semis, quarters. You never know, win the whole thing. But, yeah, it just seems a bit unfair because the team just are so good. I think the only thing we can say is credit to Russia. What a year they've had. They've won all the team events they've played in, and I'm not surprised they did win it.
No, I'm not either. We said it for a reason, didn't we? Let's just bring the graphic up just because it looks quite nice, just to see that all of them celebrating there. Look at that, even Donskoy in there. Go on, Evgeny. Love that.
Donskoy as well. I didn't want to not include him.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, he's always there. He was team captain at ATP Cup, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, two of those guys we had on the podcast. Come on. Where's the other guys? Come on, come in. We'll take you all in. But, yeah, it's super exciting stuff. Moving over there, for the third time in history, the Davis Cup belongs to the Russian Tennis Federation. There you go. There's the correct wording of it, RT or RTF, as they've been seeing in the little abbreviations as I've been following it.
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of digging about the Davis Cup because I was fascinated myself to see. Well, you say go on. I don't think I've got it up at the moment, but I can get it up again.
The winners, or
yeah, because I was just interested to see who's won the event so many times. Because obviously we've got Russia winning it 3 times.
Yes.
The clear leaders, I guess who it would be, USA. No one's won it as many times as them, I believe. Let me get it up. So since 1972, they've got 9 titles. Sweden in second with 7. It's pretty impressive. This is obviously since 1972.
Yeah.
And then we've got Australia 6, Spain 6, France 6, Germany 3, Czech Republic 3, Russia 3, Croatia 2, Italy 1, Serbia 1, and GB there 2015, of course, when we won Davis Cup. Is it going to happen in 2022? We'll get onto that in a bit.
Ping it up there for just so in case people want to just have a quick look through the listing.
Yeah, it is fascinating to see.
Yeah.
But Russia now 3 times.
There they are.
Have they updated it? Yeah, they have updated it.
That's it. Look at that.
But USA the ones to beat. And are you surprised they didn't do better this year? I think shall we start off talking? I don't know how we're going to structure this one. We've not really thought about it, but shall we start with just talking about Russia? Because I've got a lot of discussions about the other teams. So just focus on Russia right now. We've spoke about how strong their team is, and they've got strength in depth. If they are to go to the doubles, I fancy Karatsev, Rublev in the doubles. We've seen they're able to win titles on their own doing it. So in professional, like proper tournaments.
Yeah, no, they won in Qatar at the beginning of the year when obviously Karatsev's first ever doubles title. That was closely followed by his first ever singles title in Dubai as well. I just think they've just got those. They're very like a ranking heavy team, aren't they? Yeah. They're all in and around the top 30, if not top 10. And I just think they're just a nightmare, especially if you're playing on hard courts as well. That's the what that is their bread and butter for those players. I mean, if it was a grass court Davis Cup, I don't think that we'd probably see many or Russians doing that well in it. But it's not a grass court or a clay court. I think we'd see all right from Rublev and probably Karatsev on the clay courts. Medvedev, sure he can still learn. But the hard courts, yeah, they're just a nightmare for everybody. Let's move on to the next slide, because I know this is one that you were really interested in talking about, actually.
Well, it fits nicely with the narrative, what we're talking about now with Russia. And this is what they've been able to achieve this year. ATP Cup at the start of the year. Australian Open, Medvedev then comes second.
Yep.
We had then runner-up, Pavlyuchenkova, and then Vesnina Karatsev in the doubles. Wimbledon, Kudermetova, Vesnina, again, runner-up. Olympics, gold medalist and silver medalist. Hatchanov, he obviously won. I think it was he the one who won gold. Hatchanov.
No, he got silver. No, what in the no, he got silver.
I think it was the silver. Yeah. Rublev got the gold, and Hatchanov, Vesnina. No, I'm a bit confused there.
Karatsev, Vesnina, I believe that they have a silver
they both
medal.
Got it, yeah. And no, sorry, Hatchanov got the silver in the. Yeah, he got the silver in the singles today.
Yeah, against Zverev, remember, in the final.
That's right, yeah. I remember Hatchanov had a shot of the gold medal. We didn't get it. US Open, Medvedev, of course, won that one. Tour finals, Medvedev there again, coming second. And the Billie Jean King Cup, another team event.
Yeah.
Russia won that one. And Davis Cup. So they are the strongest team. And they because on paper, you need to remember, matches aren't won on paper. And on paper, they've always been the strongest. But they've still gone out there and done it and won it. So credit to them.
Yeah, and it's just like it seems that everything's all linked to Russia. I know there's probably going to be people who sort of come out speaking bad about that. Obviously, we had that movie Icarus that came out. I don't know if anybody saw it on Netflix, all that type of thing. That was just about the Russian Olympics and like the doping and all of that. I know that there's going to be people jumping on saying, what's going on? Russia winning everything. I think that they just come from high stock, because even though you could probably add Tsitsipas and Zverev into the mix here as well, to be honest, because Zverev, doesn't he have 2 Russian parents as well? So, I mean, this type of high stock that they're coming from, I think you've got to look, because it's like, it's embedded. They're hard-working, hard-grafting nation. And I think that is the one thing. And the other sport that I follow massively is obviously MMA and UFC. That's where the Russians excel. And that's because there is a sort of never say die attitude that comes from these Russians. That they're willing to go to the depths of despair every single time to grind out victories. And they sort of they push themselves to levels that other nations don't. And I think that that's why we see them all the way at the top of a lot of the sports and always doing well.
I mean, as Tom there says in the chat, shout out to you, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. And don't forget Shapo.
Shapovalov. Yes, exactly. So you got a V, you're in the club.
Yeah, he's another one. And we've got some people talking about the Team USA, how they was a bit embarrassed this year. John Isner, of course, losing 6-2. First time in his career where he's lost a tennis match with only getting 2 games on the board. It's obviously not going to happen very often with someone of a serve like his, but it happened this year, and that is a bit embarrassing. I would agree with that.
Do you think that there's something I was going to say, because obviously we had the Fed Cup, which was a complete embarrassment from Team World, and it's some of the same players.
Laver Cup, you mean?
No, yeah, apologies. Laver Cup. Yeah, I'm getting them mixed up. Yeah, I was just thinking, the Laver Cup, and it was I know. Yeah, don't worry, mate. I've been reading about the Fed Cup a lot recently. That's why it was stuck in my head for some reason. Anyway, the Laver Cup, yes. And that was a complete embarrassment. And maybe that's something to do with it. Like, this is sort of a similar sort of thing. Are these US players even up for it? Didn't seem up for it in the Laver Cup.
No, they are up for it. They're just not as good as the players from Europe in the Laver Cup. It's not fair. Here they've won the Davis Cup more than anyone. Of course they care about it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying losing 6-love, 6-2 when you're somebody who's got a serve that always gets you to tie break. That's not really. It seems like there's something else there. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he was a bit ill. Maybe he had an off day. Maybe he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Maybe they gave him a really short bed and his legs poked out at the end. I don't know. Big John probably has some struggles in life due to his height, and maybe they gave him a really small room and he had to crouch down for most of the day. I don't know. But
one thing I would like to say though on the Davis Cup is shout out to Croatia. They got all the way to the final. Borna Goyo, he's been my sort of standout man of the tournament, if I'm honest, because before this, he's not really played any ATP events as far as I can remember. And in the Davis Cup, he's playing against ATP players, some of the very best, and he was going toe-to-toe with them. I know Rublev not in the greatest of form right now. Taking him to a tie-breaking 6-4 is close, and he's beaten some really good players as well along the way. I know we spoke about on the last one. The only one I can remember off the top of my head is Sonego.
He beat Lajovic,
Sonego.
really impressive.
Poprin,
Poprin. Those three, even if you just throw those three in the mix, Barankis, another one, Polmans, they're just some of the people he's beaten over the last month. I think that they're really good select few players, and especially those last three, Sonego, Poprin, and Lajovic. They've beaten some amazing players this year, those three players. So I think Poprin, he defeated Sinner, I believe, earlier in the year. And I think with Sonego, obviously, you've seen what he's capable of. He's beaten Djokovic back end of last year. And Lajovic, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he beat Medvedev not so long ago? But
maybe. I forget now, mate. I can't remember now. But talking of Italy, I think they're the real disappointment of the event, because we're talking about on paper what a team can do. Italy on paper should be making the finals, I think, or if not that, semis. They should be going far in an event like this. They've got such a good team. Disappointing. That's a prime example of where you've got to still go out and play the tennis to win it, and Italy weren't able to do it. So they need to start having a little look at themselves. I feel like with these sort of events, maybe their motivation isn't the best. You see it with Italy a lot, though, in football as well. In the qualifiers and stuff, they always seem to sort of scrape by getting into the World Cups and Euros. Once they're there, they're brilliant. But I know they've not even got into the World Cup this time. Was it the World Cup? Well, they're having to go through another phase to get there. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to I'm seeing that kind of vibe. They didn't really treat this maybe with the respect it deserved, and Italy went out.
Yeah, and I think it's a similar thing with the sort of the US team. I'd question how up for it are you at the moment. Obviously, I don't know if we can equate this to the same as every other year's Davis Cup. Is it identical? I don't know. Are the players just tired from what seems to have been like, I don't know, it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy last year, and everybody's sort of...
Berrettini as well, you've got to remember.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that's obviously going to have a massive impact. But there's part of me that thinks that might have something to do with it. We're right at the end of the year, and I have some of the players already packed up for the year, and they're just looking to get home, spend some time with the family, and just recoup before, we travel to Australia if you're vaccinated. Don't throw that one, and that's going to stir some people up, I think.
So moving on to the next one.
Next one, yes, indeed.
So this is Medvedev. I don't think it was actually today. It was the other day. He was struggling with a nosebleed from mid first set till till the end of the match. Playing in shorts with bloodstains, winning 6-4, 6-4, and also doing this. Really giving it to the crowd.
I know, it's funny.
I'll be honest, it was very hysterical. He is someone I like a lot. I think he's a great character to have. I loved his sarcasm when he was talking to the crowd, saying, in essence, the same thing he said at that US Open that time, how I won because of you.
The
only reason I won it today was because you was all booing me, in essence. So I love that. I think he's a great character to have. And yeah, I'm happy they won, because I love this kind of stuff in sport. I think it's good.
Yeah, I think that the crowd play up to it a little bit as well. You've got to. Obviously, He did speak out as well.
They
saying,
deserved it. I think Vance is right. The Madrid crowd definitely deserved it. And it's funny when he's actually saying the speech. I recommend watching it if you haven't already and you're listening.
Maybe I can put it on if we can
No, I
share
don't
it.
think you're allowed. You're not allowed.
Are we not?
But they literally shut up. They completely shut up when he was saying it. It was quite funny.
Go on, Med. I like it. I like someone
They
who
started off jeering, and then when he started getting deeper and deeper into it, they started thinking, "Oh, damn, he's kind of mugging us off a bit here. I'm going to shut up."
Yeah. Well, fair play to him. When you're as good as he is there, I think that's when he was doing
It's a good one.
Injects salty Medvedev into my veins, says Bastian. Yeah, I think that's a really good one. It was a very salty interview.
There we go. That's the line. I like this line. If you go down, 2 weeks so far for us, beating Spain was the highlight.
Yeah, definitely.
That was his highlight.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. And
they were booing his nosebleed as well.
Yeah, even if it's just to stoke the crowd, I like it. Even if he does, even if that wasn't the highlight for him, but he just said it just to get a reaction, I like it. I commend you, Medvedev, for just stirring up the Spanish fans, because why not? Why not make it a bit more of a theatrical thing? It's like a theatre out there on court. They're probably everyone's cheering, booing. It's a stage. And he's there. He makes it exciting, and he makes people talk about him as well. And that's a key thing. If you want to be relevant in tennis, people need to be talking about you.
But with Russia, they definitely get it tougher than most nations. They always seem to get booed all the time. So I love it. And for me, it's great that they're winning stuff because it silences the haters. I don't think they're that genuine haters. I just think it's a bit of atmosphere and a bit of fun. So moving on to the next one. I believe this is next year. So big news, wild cards for Davis Cup. And we're going to have GB. They're into the finals already.
Yes,
GB don't have to qualify. Serbia don't have to qualify. There are two other nations as well. I believe it's Russia and Croatia, because obviously the finalists, they don't have to qualify as well. So they're the 4 teams. And then we're going to have 12 going through from the qualifiers.
Have we swindled that one then?
We need to talk about it. Does anyone know in the chat how have GB managed to just get a wild card in?
Andy Murray's had a little word, I think.
I can understand Serbia. Novak Djokovic, that is a real. He deserves a wild card. Let's give him the wild card. We want to see him there. We don't want to see him having to go through qualification. But GB, what are they doing? Is it a reward for Norrie? It's great year.
I think Norrie's done it, mate. I think Norrie winning Indian Wells. I think people are starting to turn heads. He made it to the tour finals as well. Maybe Andy Murray put a little good word in as well. Hit that and Norrie pushed it over the line.
Well, I'm going to ask you now, Ben. Is 2022 GB's year? Are they bringing it to London?
I don't know about that, mate. I don't know. I think it could be Russia's.
You're thinking, oh, Dan Evans, he's bringing the trophy home. Got to do it. We've got Van saying Cam Norrie has connections. Yeah, well, listen, I don't understand why they've given it to GB. I wouldn't have given it to him at all. Definitely Serbia. But,
maybe they heard his song. Don't worry, Cam Norrie is heading through. So let's just put him through.
Let's have a look at the poor qualifiers. I think it's 2 tabs along.
Okay.
Here we go. So these are the ones who actually have to work to get into the draw. Which isn't the fairest, considering USA have won it more than anyone. And they're the 4th seed. You've got France, the 1st seed there. Spain, number 2. Some interesting matchups. I think what really stands out to me, the first one I sort of saw, and I thought this is going to be quite tight, may surprise you. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No, but I was looking at it and it was sort of making me
There's one matchup there which I think could go either way.
Well, there was part of me looking at it, and I was looking and thinking it was football, and I was thinking Germany-Brazil sounds pretty tasty as a football match. But no, out of the matches, Hungary versus Australia sounds quite close.
No, not me. So my one is number 10, mate. Sweden, Japan. I think that is a very close match.
Yeah,
Sweden are good. They've got they've got Mikael Weimer, Elias Weimer, and then you're going to have Japan. They're quite dangerous. Is Nishikori going to be there? Nishioka. I like them. Ben McCracken in the doubles. That's a tight match. That's a 50-50 one. Apart from that, I think all of the other seeds should be able to win, in my opinion. Do you see any other unseeded
What about the
nations not going
Dutch,
through?
Canada versus Netherlands for me is probably one of the.
Canada's strong, man.
It's
Felix,
strong.
Chapo.
Yeah. Oh, God, look, he's changed his tune.
Costa
Felix
Silva.
Chapo are now the strong pairing.
Well, okay, so who's from Netherlands? Who's going to trouble them?
Van der Zandschulp,
And
Robin Haase.
that's what I'm saying. actually,
Yes,
tell
but
a lie. Greek sport.
I'll tell them Greek sports. See, look, they're all coming out the woodwork now. The
Tell
Dutch.
a lie.
Look at it. These are attracting. JG's filling it back in. Chapo and Felix. They were the unbeatable pairing a second ago.
Well, maybe they could then. I would like to see Holland do it. I like them.
I would as well. Actually, they're one of the underrated nations who I'd like to see do well, to be honest. They're my dark horses, I think, for this.
Maybe Finland with Rusavori.
Yeah, that's the only player, though. What's the other guy's name? Herlim Varland or something.
What's
another
Heliviara.
Yeah, something like that. That's it. Yeah, I can't remember them. Yeah. Apologies if he's watching. That I doubt it. But apologies.
Yeah.
Well, next one.
Yep.
All right. Do we go back to Vanch?
Yeah, let's go back. So this is just Medvedev's 2021. The only reason I really shared this is because of the middle name. I didn't know his middle name. Did you?
No. Well, I didn't want to pronounce it. That's probably why I didn't ever bring it up.
Sergevic.
Is that how you say it? Sergeyevich.
Maybe that sounds better, but I didn't know that. I don't know if anyone else did in the chat. That is Medvedev's middle name, and I saw that. I thought I'm going to share that with Ben, but we might as well read the rest of it. Australian Open final, US Open final, Paris Masters final, ATP finals final, and then Davis Cup final. He's the first player to make the final of these 5 events in the same season since Novak Djokovic did in 2013. Daniil Medvedev, is he the real deal, Ben? We obviously know he is. Is he going to... Listen, he's doing what Novak Djokovic was able to do in 2013. Does that mean for the next 10 years / 15 years, we're going to see Daniil Medvedev win multiple Grand Slams? Could we be saying in, say, 10 years' time, he could be in double digits?
One sec, mate.
No worries. I'll let you...
It was just Medvedev knocking on the door of taking more Grand Slams in his career next year, I think. He's there. He has won his first. I think he's got a taste for it, and he's going to be going for it next year. He wants all the trophies.
Can he get double digits in 10 years' time? Is he going to be able to win a Grand Slam at the rate of 1 a year?
He could get 2.
No, but that's not the question. In 10 years' time, is he going to be in double digits? So obviously, to do that, Ben, you've got to use your maths and use your brain. He'd have to win 1 Grand Slam every year, wouldn't he?
Let me get my spreadsheets out. 1 second.
Well, in theory, he wouldn't. 1 year, he wouldn't have to do it because he's already got 1.
I think it's possible. I'm not going to lie. I think he could do it. I think it would be. I think that this might shock you as well. I think there could be a Wimbledon in there at some point as well for him if he really applies himself on grass, and if maybe Djokovic
learns it a bit better.
Yeah, I think so. And don't even. This is what I said about Murray as well. Even the clay courts, people rule like Medvedev out on the clay. I think give him about 3 years more, maybe 4. I think you could see him when he gets like into his 30s. He might be a master on clay. So I think he's got the potential.
I think that's a bit late.
No, I don't think so at all. Do you really think so?
I think so, yeah.
No, I think
we've got Vanch saying no one's getting double digits. I don't know about that. I think they are going to. You've got to remember Vanch. Federer, let's be honest, he's kind of done. If we see Federer playing tennis again, it's going to be. It hurts me so much to say this. It's his farewell tour. I can't see him coming out. He might have a Wimbledon or something. He's not going to be competing for Grand Slams. Djokovic, of course, got plenty left in him. Rafa starting to falter a little bit, slowing down.
But
there's going to be time. Let's be honest. Is Djokovic still going to be at the top of the game in, say, 5 years' time? No, he's not going to be.
Tough to say. I
don't think he's going to be, man.
Unless he's got some sort of crazy scientist working with him that's reducing his age year by year as he goes on the tour.
How old will he be then?
41, I think. In 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's not.
If he wins,
is it?
Do you think if anybody could win a Grand Slam in their 40s, probably Novak Djokovic is probably going to be the
I
one?
would put that up as one of the greatest achievements in sport if someone can
Yeah.
win a Grand Slam in their 40s.
Yeah. I mean, well, we could see it. Who
Federer
knows?
was close, right, at that Wimbledon in 2019.
So close. I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't 40, but he was close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say because everybody was criticizing Federer so much, like when he got to that stage, and obviously Djokovic was a lot younger. Well, I say a lot younger, a few years younger than him. Then let's see how Djokovic is
Yeah,
faring
mate, it's
when
not
he's
41, it's 39. I don't
yeah.
know
But
why
let's
you
see
said
how
that.
he is when he's 39. Though
You said 5 years, he'll be 41.
Is he 34? I
I'll
thought
have
he
to
was
look now.
36. Apologies if I've got that wrong.
You might be right. I'll just
No, I think
Oh, he's
I'm wrong.
34, mate.
Okay, apologies. I've got just his age wrong. So yeah, he'll be 39. He won't even be 40 in 5 years. So he's gonna. We have to wait 6 years for Djokovic to turn 40.
I don't think
How
he's
many
gonna
more
be doing it
slams
then,
can
but-
there be?
We've
on
got
this,
Tom there
guys?
going with Feliciano Lopez. He's still doing it.
He gets to. Well, he's been in the most Grand Slams, hasn't he? I think he's got the record, hasn't he, for most entered, hasn't he? For something ridiculous, almost consecutive or something ridiculous.
Yeah, he's been in. I think it's Verdasco as well. I think you might be getting mixed up, but
No,
yeah.
no, I think
I think
Feli
Feliciano.
Lopez.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. I think I remember them bringing out that stat at one of the Grand Slams last year. And I was thinking, God, he's still doing the damn thing, Lopez. How does he keep doing it? I don't know how he's doing it. But there you go. It proves that you can still stay on the tour and you can still play at a high level, even if you are close to 40. And I'm sure Djokovic, he will be. I think he's got scientists, mate, working around the clock, just trying to find a way to keep that elasticity in his body. And he has such good yoga, such good eating, all that type of thing. I think that he is he's a science experiment. That's what I think he is. Maybe he should have a nickname, the experiment. I think he just could be like that type of guy that he just takes everything, the human body, to the next level. It's exciting to see what he will do next. I'm actually excited to see if him in his 40s is still able to do the splits on the court and do all the other stuff, because it's pretty incredible.
Listen, all these guys are going to have documentaries, films made about them. It is incredible. I can't wait to see it, to be fair. I think we've just got to enjoy the moments we've got left with them. But what I wanted to ask you is now, obviously, we are coming to the end of the year. There's not really any tennis to be played now. The only thing I can really think of note is Abu Dhabi. We're going to have Rafael Nadal back, Dominic Thiem. We're going to be watching that. I know we've got Raducanu playing Belinda Bencic.
Yes.
And who else is going to be playing in that one?
Rublev,
I believe, is going to be playing as well.
He is there. Yeah.
That's probably going to be the next thing we're really going to cover, an exhibition. We're going to have plenty of other things lined up. Obviously, we're going to be doing our end of year predictions. What else is happening?
What do you mean?
Our end of year awards. We're going to do reacting to last year's ones as well.
We're going to have some guests on as well, just to celebrate this with us, because it is going to be. Well, this is probably. Well, it definitely is the biggest year in GTL history. This year has been a ridiculous year for the podcast. We've been from, what was it, 1,800 subscribers in January. Now we're at, I don't know, what is it, 22, 21,000, something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a massive year of growth for the channel. It's been super exciting. When we should cap it off with something extra special for you guys. So I'm excited for December. I'm trying to edit the vlog of our last thing that we've just been to. Obviously the ATP Champions Tour at the Royal Albert Hall. I'm just doing that over this weekend. So you'll get to see that soon. Make sure you sign up to the Patreon if you want to get instant access to it as soon as it comes out, because we will be putting it on there first. As little as £3 a month, we'll get it for you instantly. So come on, support the channel, get merch discounts, and get some amazing content. God, GTL vlogs, mate. Yeah,
listen, I tell you, the Patreon's going to be where it's at with Game to Love, because the vlog, from what I've seen of it so far, I find it quite funny. It was a good time, and looking back on it and watching it, it was a good laugh. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Only way to find it right now is on the Patreon.
Yeah, there was one other stat that I saw earlier on. I know it's a bit weird to just bring it up. I was just flicking through, obviously, some of these other Twitter things, and there was one about the most shots without an unforced error or something, and I think there was Roger Federer, and it said like 104 shots without an unforced error, and that was during his like crazy heyday when he was going for winners, obviously, pretty much most of the time. So to hit 104 shots and without an unforced error, I thought it was a crazy statistic, to be honest. Wow, what an amazing stat. I
thought you was going to make me guess. I would have said Federer, but
no,
my first go-to guess.
I should have done that. But I was just a bit taken back. I was like, "What, really?"
Yeah, pretty cool.
Considering how he was playing in that era, where he was just literally just going for everything. I saw, you got Yadir saying it was 96. I saw that, and then I saw someone had sort of added onto it afterwards with another stat saying it went up to 104. So. Okay. I don't know. Whichever one it is, 96 or 104, it's pretty incredible playing aggressive tennis to not have any unforced errors through that many points. So well done to him. Yep. But I think we'll end on that. Overstayed our welcome, JG.
Yeah, let's go. And Just Games is going to go and eat his burger and fries. Enjoy that, mate.
Sounds good.
Makalovich is saying, I'm so sad only 57 people are watching. You guys are incredible and the show's great. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks to all the people who have. And if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you for more tennis action in the coming week.
We will do indeed.
Of course, Rafa's back, so we'll be doing that as well.
Vamos!
See you then.
See you guys.